I started recording also, so that you can see the lecture later, even if you forget it. Okay, we have discussed a lot of we have discussed different types of questions here. Today I'll discuss a particular type of question that is very important by the concept point of view and from the exam point of view also. Please turn off your microphone whenever you are not supposed to speak. If you have any queries, then you can turn on your microphone and ask. Now let me begin from the slide that I intend to teach you today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please copy this question. The question is, find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining 2 points 5, 7 and 4, 5. This is the question. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. I think we haven't discussed this question in the last class. Equation of the perpendicular bisector we need to find here. In last class, I think we found the equation of a line that is perpendicular or parallel to the given line and passing through certain fixed points like midpoint, centroid, okay, maybe the intersecting lines. The line must pass through either through the midpoint or through the centroid or through the intersection of the two straight lines. Different cases, we discussed different cases there. So this is a different one. Here the question is asking you to find the equation of the straight line. The straight line is the perpendicular bisector. It means it must be perpendicular as well as the bisector. Okay, so your line sanga, let us suppose this point is A and B. Okay, so this point is, don't draw this. I'll display the solution later. This line is A, B, 4, 5. Okay, this is a straight line. Okay, and this line, we need to find the equation of such line that is perpendicular to the given line and bisect it. यो लाइनसँग perpendicular हुनु पर्यो, यसलाई bisect पनि गर्नु पर्यो. It means that the new line must pass through the midpoint of the given line. It must be perpendicular to the given line also. That is, it must make an angle of 90 degree with the given line, and it must pass through the midpoint of the given line. Let's see, two things I have. One thing that is perpendicular and the, let me suppose this is a line. Draw this figure, please. This is a line with joining the points. This line segment joining the points A 5, 7 and B 4, 5. And we need to find the equation of this straight line, this imaginary straight line. And let me suppose the midpoint of this line is dx, y. Though you can suppose it is mx, y. Okay, we are supposed to find the equation of this particular line. We need to find the equation of this line. Okay, draw the perpendicular sign here and give two equal signs, because this must pass through this point, that is the midpoint. Okay, so what is the basic step to find the equation of this straight line? At first, we need to find the slope of this line. Number 1, slope m1. Number 2, we need to find the slope of this line m2 by using the condition of perpendicularity. And number 3, we need to find the passing point. Passing point. The step number 3 is passing point. This is general outline how to solve the question. Passing point. And step number 4, we'll find the equation by using the formula y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. Sometimes the question may, sometimes you may find the passing point at first also. Okay, because here the passing point is not given directly. Here it is said that it is the midpoint of the given line. Okay, bisector भन्ने वर्डले चाहिँ and mid point AB को mid point बाट चाहिँ यो लाइन जान्छ भनिरहेछ. Okay, so you may find the passing point at first also. It's not always mandatory that you need to find in the third step. I think I have done it at the first step here. So let us suppose the given things. Let A and B be given 2 points with the coordinates 5, 7 and 4, 5. Yeah, I'll be finding the passing point at first. It doesn't matter. You may rearrange the order, but in most cases I'll solve the question by making the order M1, M2 and then passing point and then finding the equation. Okay, so that it will be easier for you to understand what to do while solving a question. So let D be the midpoint of AB. Then coordinates of D is equals to 5 plus 4 by 2 and 7 plus 5 by 2, because this is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint. It is already stated here. So I'm using the midpoint formula. It will be equals to 9 by 2, 6. Please copy along with me. Copy every step so that it will be easier for you to follow me. Okay, I think only 45 students are here. I don't know why the number of students is decreasing each day. I think I have shared the link in the classroom chat group also. Okay, let's see. This is the midpoint. We found the passing point. One step is already done. So again, we need to find the slope of AB. Okay, you can write this rough outline in one side of your copy so that it will be easier for you while solving it. Okay, you may not get lost while solving the question, what to do and what not to do. So you just write the outline in one side of your copy. It will guide you while solving it. So let's find. Let CD be the perpendicular bisector of AB. Let me write here C. Write here C. CD be the perpendicular bisector of AB. Slope of AB now. Slope of AB M1 equals to Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. I'm in this step now. This is step M1. So it will be 5 minus 7 by 4 minus 5. I hope you understand this. 5 minus 7 Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. 5 minus 7 divided by 4 minus 5. Okay. So it will be minus 2 by minus 1. Okay. 5 minus 7 is minus 2 and 4 minus 5 is minus 1. So it is equals to 2. So this step is already done, M1. Now we need to find the value of M2. Passing point we got the value of M1. Now we need to find the value of M2. Let slope of CD be M2. Let's suppose it as M2. Since they are perpendicular, so M1 into M2 equals to minus 1, because we already stated that CD is the perpendicular bisector of AB. We can directly write here, then M1 times M2 equals to minus 1. The main goal is to find a M2. Okay. Other things you can manage here. M1 times M2 equals to minus 1. M1 is 2 times M2 equals to minus 1, because we have got M1 here already. M2 is equals to minus 1 by 2. M2 equals to minus 1 by 2. You can shift this minus 1 just in front of the fraction. Okay. Even if it is in denominator or if it is in the numerator, then you can shift this minus sign in just in front of the fraction. Okay. So M2 is equals to minus 1 by 2. We are done with this step also. We have got all these three, M1, M2 and the passing point. Okay. So which formula we need to use now? We have got the passing point of this line. This is 9 by 2, 6. We have got it. And we have the slope of this line also. M2 is equals to minus 1 by 2. We got it, minus 1 by 2. And we have got the passing point, that is the midpoint is 9 by 2, 6. Okay, if there is point and the slope of any straight line, then we can use the point slope form of the straight line. Now equation of CD is, okay, our main target is to find the equation of CD. This CD is the perpendicular bisector as it's stated here. Okay, so the equation of the perpendicular bisector, CD is perpendicular bisector. So equation of perpendicular bisector, or you can write simply CD, is y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. See here, we have already stated here. Let me suppose this point is x1 comma y1. Okay, x1 comma y1 equals to 9 by 2 comma 6, because in main formula we have in the points log form we have the formula y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. जे passing point हुन्छ नि त्यो passing point लाई नै हामीले x1 comma y1 suppose गर्ने है त. Okay, so it will be y minus 6 equals to minus 1 by 2, we have got the slope here, minus 1 by 2 x minus 9 by 2. Your x1 is 9 by 2, so replace it. Y minus 6 equals to minus 1 by 2. Simplify it, it will be 2x minus 9 by 2. Y minus 6 equals to minus 2 times 2 is 4, so minus 1 by 4. 2x minus 9, cross multiply it, it will be 4 times y minus 6 equals to minus 1 times 2x minus 9. So for the simplification you can do 4y minus 24 equals to minus 2x minus minus plus 18. Is it 18? I think it will be plus 9. Please correct it. Okay, plus 9. So 4y minus 24, 4y minus 24 is here, minus 2x plus minus 18 will be minus, and please correct it. Okay, I'm sorry for the mistake here. Minus 9 equals to 0. 2x plus 4y minus 24 minus 9 is minus 33. So if you shift this on the other side, it is equals to 33. Though you can put this 33 on the left hand side also. Therefore the required equation, therefore 2x plus 4y equals to 33 is the required equation of the perpendicular bisector. Okay, this is the required equation of the perpendicular bisector. Please copy it fast so that we can go to the next question, and please let me know if you have not understood. Copy it fast, please. Okay, this is the concept of perpendicular bisector, and I think we discussed about perpendicular bisector in the earlier classes also. So I hope you have copied it. If you have not copied, please let me know. Let me go to one topic we discussed earlier. Yeah, diagonals of a rhombus. Okay, don't copy it, just try to understand, as I discussed it earlier also. The diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. In case of rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. This is the last this is the slide that we discussed in earlier classes. So what does it mean? It means that the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. This diagonal BD and AC here are perpendicular to each other, and the diagonals bisect each other. It means they cut each other at the midpoint. I'll use this concept to solve the next question. Let me go to the next question. Okay, before that, before this question, please let's go to one question. Yeah, maybe we discuss this. Okay, write this question. In the given figure, PQRS is a rhombus. If the equation of diagonal QX is 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0, please copy it. I'll display the figure later. And the coordinates of the point P are 2, minus 3. Find the equation of the diagonal PR. Find the equation of the diagonal PR. Okay, please copy the question. Find the equation of the diagonal PR. So this is the figure. This is the diagonal P. This is the rhombus PQRS. These two are parallel. Okay. This is rhombus PQRS. It looks like a square. I intend to make it a rhombus. Okay. Please suppose that this is a rhombus. There is certain subtle difference between the rhombus and a square. and the diagonal QS has the equation 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0. Okay, it has this equation 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0. Okay, and we need to find the equation of this diagonal PR. You can make this figure in this way also. Okay, सबै साइड इक्वल भएको यस्तो खालको रोमस पनि बनाउन सक्छ तिमीहरुले यस्तो बनाएर so your diagonal equation दिएको छ here. The equation of this diagonal is given 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0 is given. You need to find the equation of this diagonal. Your diagonal equation के हुन्छ भनेर निकाल्ने है त. Here PQRS is given. So PQRS, and be careful while writing the coordinates. So P, if you write a P and you write a Q, PQRS, you must be regular. Okay. You cannot skip one point and go to the next one. Something like that. Most students make mistake by writing the coordinates in such a way. Suppose if this is a rhombus, please don't draw this figure. Okay, if you have done it, if you have not drawn it, then you can draw this one also because it looks like a square. I'm not satisfied with this figure. I'll amend this figure while giving you the file later, while giving you the PDF file. So suppose this is a rhombus, and students they prefer to write in this way. They write PQ, okay, and they write RS in this way, and most of the time they don't realize the mistake. And later when the marks is cut off in the exam, and then they realize it. The main thing that you need to understand here, you need to be either in the you need to be regular either in the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction. So here it is PQSR, so it is not PQRS. Okay, so correct it. It will be PQRS. Always it must be in the regular order. Okay. Please be careful because even in CMaths also, while doing the construction, it matters a lot. Okay, so either you write in the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction. If you go through this way, it must be PQR and yes here. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept that I'm trying to say. So these two are parallel here. This one and this one is also parallel. As one diagonal equation is already given, we don't need to go through the concept of the perpendicular bisector. We can simply use the concept of perpendicular only, because one passing point is already given. This diagonal passes through the point 2, minus 3, and the equation is already given here. So let's use the concept by finding the slope of QS M1. Let's find the slope of PR at second. And in step number 3, passing point is given there. Passing point is given. We don't need to find it later. Step number 4, we'll find the equation y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. This is a general outline how to solve this question. You can write it in one side of a copy. So let's begin. Solution. PQRS is a rhombus with diagonal QS and PR. Okay. PQRS is a rhombus with diagonals QS and PR. QS and PR. Coordinates of P is 2, minus 3. It's already the passing point. I'll write it later also. Equation of this is the given thing I have written here. Given this, equation of QS is 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0. This is also given. So I have just copied it, and I am supposing this is equation number 1. Okay, please copy it. And there is alternative way to solve all these questions. I have not discussed the alternative way. Some students may find that alternative way easier. You may go through your textbook if you want to see that. If I discuss it at the same time while I am discussing this method, then there may be some confusion for you. And if you really want to understand that method also, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll make a separate video for that, and I'll post it in Microsoft Teams and in YouTube. Please go through that. The equation of QS is 5x minus 7y plus 12 equals to 0. This is equation number 1. So our main step is to find the value of M1 and then M2, and then writing the passing point as x1, y1, and writing the equation as y minus y1 equals to M2 times x minus x1. So slope of diagonal QS, okay, जुन equation दिएको छ त्यसकै slope निकाल्नु पर्यो नि तपाईलाई. So slope of diagonal QS, that is line 1, is m1 equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, that is minus a upon b. It will be equals to minus 5 divided by minus 7. So here the coefficient of x is 5. This is the minus of the formula. Here a is 5 and b is minus 7. So while you cancel cancel the minus sign with each other, it will be 5 by 7. We have got the slope of the given line, that is QS. Now we will find the slope of PR. Okay, here the basic idea is same in all the question. The main thing that you need to understand is you need to find the slope of the required line and one point in the given line. One point in the line that you are supposed to find the equation. एउटा त्यो लाइनको स्लोप निकाल्नु पर्यो अनि त्यही लाइनकै पोइन्ट निकाल्नु पर्यो के पासिङ पोइन्ट दिएकै छ भने इट्स ओके, कहिले डाइरेक्टली दिन्छ कहिले इनडाइरेक्टली दिन्छ भनेको थिएँ मैले. ओके, सो in this case it's given already, so you don't need to bother. Slope is given m1 equals to 5 by 7. We have found it. So now let's find m2. Let slope of diagonal PR be m2. Since diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other, so as we discussed the concept of rhombus, diagonals of the rhombus in earlier slides also, since they are perpendicular to each other, so m1 times m2 equals to minus 1. m1 is 5 by 7 times m2 equals to minus 1. m2 equals to minus 7 by 5. When you do the reciprocal, when they are shifted on the other side, it will be something like this: 7 by 5 minus 7 by 5. Okay, so the required equation will be, now we got the value of m1, m2, and also we have the passing point of the diagonal PR. Let's suppose it is x1 y1, because we have in the formula x1 and y1, so let's suppose it is also x1 comma y1. It is equals to 2 comma minus 3. Okay, this is the first step. We got the value of m1. This is the second step. We got the value of m2, and this is the third step. We got the value of x1 comma y1. Now, equation of diagonal PR is y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. m2 times x minus x1. So replace the values y minus minus 3. Okay, I'm taking it from here. y1 is minus 3. So y minus minus 3 equals to m2 is minus 7 by 5. This m2 is minus 7 by 5 times x minus 2. This x1 is 2. So simplify it further. 5 is substituted on the other side. 5 times y plus 3 equals to minus 7 times x minus 2. Simplify it further. It will be 5y plus 15 equals to minus 7x plus 14. Shift this 7x on the other side, so it will be 7x plus 5y plus 15 minus 14 equals to 0. 7x plus 5y plus 1 equals to 0. At last, write it. Therefore, the required equation of diagonal PR is 7x plus 5y plus 1 equals to 0. I hope you understand it. Please copy it fast. Okay, have you understood it? Okay, I'll ask the question individually later, and if you don't answer the questions, then I'll force you to leave the class. I have done this in class 9 also. If you don't answer, if you are not willing to interact with me, then it's not the right place for you to pass time here. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask. If you don't know also, then you can say either I don't know, sir, I have not understood. You can say in that way so that I can explain it to you. But you cannot stay quiet while the teacher is asking a question. So let's go to the next question. I think the next question is also based on the rhombus. Please copy this question. This is very important. In rhombus ABCD, A2, 4 and C8, 10 are the opposite vertices here. A2, 4 and C8, 10 are the opposite vertices. Sometimes it may be asked in this way. Most of the time it may be asked in this way. Find the equation of the diagonal BD. Okay, this is the rhombus ABCD. ABCD, this is the rhombus. Suppose the coordinates is A 2, 4 and C is 8, 10. Okay, and we are going to find the equation of the diagonal BD. It is same as the question of perpendicular bisector. Okay, perpendicular bisector region question कराया था नहीं, exactly same, because the diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay, it must pass through the midpoint of this diagonal AC, and it must be perpendicular to the diagonal BD. Sorry, it must be perpendicular to the diagonal AC. BD is perpendicular to AC as given in this sign here, and this is I. I is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so solution, please draw this figure and we'll solve this question. Okay, have you copied it? Please let me know if you have not copied. I'll continue here. So let ABCD be a rhombus with diagonals AC and BD. Let ABCD be a rhombus with diagonals AC and BD. Please write it along with me. Let ABCD be a rhombus with diagonals AC and BD. Coordinates of A and C, they are already given here, so I am writing it. Coordinates of A and C are 2, 4 and 8, 10 respectively. You can write here respectively. Coordinates of A and C are 2, 4 and 8, 10. It means the coordinate of A is 2, 4 and C is 8, 10. So our basic plan to solve this question is to find the slope of AC. Okay, slope AC को slope निकाल्ने, that is M1, and त्यसपछि BD को slope निकाल्ने, that is M2, and passing point, how to find the passing point? Can anyone tell me here how to find the passing point? Just tell me how to find the passing point here.
Point formula.
Yeah, midpoint formula. By using the midpoint formula, we will find the passing point, and then we can find the equation. Okay, so the basic outline is find M1 and then M2, and then the passing point is passing point. Okay, and suppose it is x1, y1, and use the formula, that is y minus y1 equals to M2 times x minus x1. So here I'm using the same approach in all the questions so that it will be easier for you to understand it. Okay, सबै क्वेशनहरु एउटै वेबाट गरे भने चाहिँ यसलाई इजी हुन्छ नि त, बुझ्न पनि पछि तिमीलाई सम्झिन पनि सजिलो हुन्छ. It's not only about understanding, it's about recalling it during the examination also. So just remember the basic outline, that is M1, M2, passing point, and the equation of the straight line. So slope of AC, let's find the slope of this line AC, that is M1. M1 equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Our y2 is here 10 minus 4 divided by 8 minus 2. Okay, and this is x2 y2 and this is x1 y1. So 10 minus 4 divided by 8 minus 2, it will be 6 by 6, I think. So it will be 1. Please correct me if I am wrong. Slope of AC M1 equals to 1. So let slope of BD be M2. Let us suppose this the slope of this line BD be M2. Then M1 times M2 equals to minus 1, because they are perpendicular. You can write in the bracket also, because since why we use the condition here M1 into M2 equals to minus 1, because the diagonals of parallelogram are perpendicular bisector. Sorry, diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay, since right here diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other, perpendicular to each other. Though it's not always necessary to write this, I have written it so that you can remember it later if you forget it. If you don't know the concept, then you can recall from here. Therefore, since diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other, they are perpendicular as well as bisector. But here we use the concept of perpendicular only. We have the value of m1 is 1, so 1 times m2 equals to minus 1, m2 equals to minus 1. Passing point of BD, x1 comma y1 equals to midpoint of AC, so it will be 2 plus 8 by 2 comma 4 plus 10 by 2, it will be equals to 5 comma 7. We have got x1 y1 also. Now equation of BD is y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. So y minus 7 equals to minus 1 times x minus 5. Y minus 7 equals to minus x minus plus 5. When x is shifted on the other side, it will be x plus y minus 7 minus 5 equals to 0. X plus y minus 12 equals to 0. Therefore, the let me erase it. Therefore, the required equation of the diagonal BD is x plus y minus 12 equals to 0. Please copy it first. I'll provide this slide in PDF format in the file section today. I have uploaded all the files in the video format in video of the audio classes in the file section also in Microsoft Teams. You can see there. Also, you can see it in YouTube also. So the equation is x plus y minus 12 equals to 0. That is the equation of diagonal BD. Please copy it first. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I hope you have understood it. Let's go to the next question. Well, this is one of the very important question. Please write here. Very, very important. Very, very important. Most of the time, students are confused with this question. So I'll take sufficient time to explain it. Okay, and I'll try to make you understand. And please remember it also. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you understand it or not, but you need to remember it also during the time of examination. Okay, so here now focus to understand it. Later you need to remember it also. Practice it a lot so that it will be set in your mind how to solve this question. So I'll follow the same approach as I solved in the earlier question. So the question, copy the question. Find the equation of a line passing through the point 2, 3 and making an angle of 45 degree with the line x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. Find the equation of lines. It must be straight lines here. Okay. Find the equation of straight lines. Please correct it. Find the equation of straight lines passing through the point 2, 3 and making an angle of 45 degree with the line x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. So what this question is trying to say is there is one straight line AB. Please try to understand it. This is line AB. This equation is x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, though you can make this figure in this way also. AB भन्ने लाइन चाहिँ यो दिएको लाइन x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. यो लाइन भयो AB. You can make it by tilting in any other side. Okay, it's not always necessary to make in the same way. Unless we plot it, we cannot make the exact figure. So AB is one line, and you need to find the equation of CD of a line CD which passes through the point 2, 3. Okay, we have to find the equation of this line here. So please try to understand. We need to find the equation of this line which passes through the point 2, 3. This point is the passing point 2, 3, and it also must make the angle of 45 degree with the line AB. Okay, here let's go to the solution. Please copy the figure and try to understand the question. Here the question is saying that you need to find the equation of the straight lines. Most of the time if you just read the question, then it will be clear for you that straight lines mean that there will be the two equations. Okay, I'll explain it later also. So in brief, I'll tell you here that there will be another line from 2, 3 that passes through 2, 3 in such a way that it makes an angle of 45 degree in this way also. Okay, I'll tell you later about this when you get the solution. Let's not get confused here. So that's right. Let's write the solution. Please write along with the PowerPoint slide here. As it is displayed in the PowerPoint, please copy it. Solution: let equation of AB be, our basic plan is to find the slope m1, okay, and then m2, passing point is already given there, and writing the equation. I'll follow the same approach here also, okay, don't need to worry, but it will be a bit lengthier, so please be patient and try to understand. Okay, passing point is already given. Let equation of AB be x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. We have the equation of this line AB. So I'm going to find this m1. At first, let's write what is given in the question. CD makes an angle of 45 degree. We are describing what is given in the figure here. CD makes an angle of 45 degree with AB and passes through 2, 3. Okay, J question ma दिएको छ र लेखेको यो चाहिँ. Equation of AB be x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. CD makes an angle of 45 degree with AB and passes through 2, 3. CD is passing through the point 2, 3 and making an angle of 45 degree with the given line. Please copy it first. So let's find the value of m1. Slope of AB m1 equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Okay, यति कुरा बुझ्यो कि यसमा m1 m2 पासिङ पोइन्ट अनि यो अनि यसलाई डिस्क्राइब गर्ने त्यो कुरा त सधैँ छ. Slope of AB m1 equals to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So coefficient of x is minus coefficient of x is 1 and coefficient of y is minus 3. So minus times 1 by minus 3, minus and minus will be cancelled, so it will be 1 upon 3. We got the value of m1, that is m1 by 1 by 3. Our target is to find the value of m2 and then the passing point and then the equation. Okay, so m2 is a bit difficult to find here. We need to use the concept of the angle because angle is given here in particular. So let slope of CD be m2. Let slope of CD be m2. I'm not going to find this m2 earlier, but I am supposing it here. My m2 चाहिँ like simple निकाल्छु है त लास्टमा. We will find it here and replace. हामी यो स्टेप थ्रु जान्छौँ, m2 पनि जान्छौँ, पासिङ पोइन्टमा जान्छौँ, यसमा पनि जान्छौँ, यो स्टेपमा जान्छौँ अनि पासिङ पोइन्ट चाहिँ यो m2 चाहिँ यहाँबाट निकाल्छौँ है त. We will find and replace. पुरा निकालेर अनि यहाँ रिप्लेस गर्ने है त m2 मा. ट्राई टु यो यसमा चाहिँ त्यही कुरा अलि फरक छ, यो चाहिँ सम्झिने है. एट फर्स्ट m1 and then m2, supposing m2, writing the passing point, writing the equation in this format m2, and later finding m2 and replacing in the given equation, and that is equation number 1. We will suppose this is equation 1 and we will replace there. So equation of CD is CD को equation के हुन्छ भन्दा y minus y1 equals to, we are supposing this point as x1 comma y1. यसलाई तिमीले यहाँनिर यसरी सपोज गरौँ न, passing point of CD x1 comma y1 equals to भनेर सपोज गर्दा हुन्छ है त. Let me correct it. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay, the passing point of CD x1 comma y1. Just wait for a minute. I'm going to correct it here. x1 comma y1. Okay, wait for a few minutes. It's taking time to reload here. Okay, x1 comma y1, and this is equals to 2 comma 3. Okay, write it. Passing point CD x1 comma y1 equals to 2 comma 3. Equation of CD is y minus y1. I'm in this step now. Y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. So y minus 3, y1 is 3, so I'm replacing it, equals to m2 times x minus 2. I'm supposing this is equation number 1. So our main target is to find the value of m2 by using some other concept that we have learned there. Okay, please copy up to here. Let us suppose this is equation number 1, so that it will be easier for us to substitute the value of m2 later. Okay, हाम्रो सबै लगभग काम सकिसक्यो. अब m2 को इक्वेसन पनि लगभग यो cd को इक्वेसन पनि लगभग आए जस्तै भयो. What we don't know here is we don't know the value of m2. Our target is to find the value of m2, and we will go through some process to find it. So since angle between AB and CD is 45 degree, let's use the concept of angle between the two lines. Can anyone tell me what is the formula to find the angle between the two lines? Can any student tell me what is the formula to find the angle between the two lines? Can anyone tell me? Just turn on your microphone and speak here. Okay, just tell me the formula of tan theta. Okay, Raghav will say. Raghav, can you tell me what is the formula to find the angle between the two lines?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the formula to find the angle between the two lines.
Angle between tan theta is equals to y by x.
Y by x.
Coefficient of y by. Yes, a coefficient of y by coefficient of x.
I think that's not correct. Can anyone tell me? Can any other student tell me? Raghav, please revise the concept. Okay. Okay. Is anyone willing to say? Okay. Prasuna Bandari. Prasuna, can you tell me? Can you tell me the formula? Prasuna, please do fast. Okay. I think we are running out of time. Let me write it. Tan 45 degree. Tan theta equals to plus minus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Since the angle is 45 degree, I am writing it here 45 degree. Tan 45 equals to plus minus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Or 1 equals to tan. The value of tan 45 is 1. So equals to plus minus 1 upon 3. m1 is 1 upon 3. We got it earlier here. Minus m2 by 1 plus m1 upon 3 times m2. 1 upon 3 times m2. So 1 equals to plus minus 1 minus 3 times m2 by 3 whole upon 3 plus m2 divided by 3. 3 plus m2 divided by 3. I have taken the LCM here in the denominator. Okay, so please let's cancel this 3 and 3. It will be something like this. Okay, please cancel this and just take the positive sign. Taking positive sign, we have both sign, positive sign and negative sign. At first, I'll take the positive sign and then the negative sign. I'll get the two slopes. Taking positive sign, 1 equals to 1 minus 3 m2 by 3 plus m2. Taking positive sign, 1 equals to 1 minus 3 m2 divided by 3 plus m2. Further, it will be 3 plus m2 equals to 1 minus 3 m2. m2 plus 3 m2 equals to 1 minus 3. 4 m2 equals to minus 2. So m2 equals to minus 1 by 2. We got the value of m2. So let's replace this m2 in equation number 1. Though we are not complete, we have not got the complete solution because we need to take the minus sign also later. So when m2 equals to minus 1 by 2, I'm going to write it in equation 1. Equation 1 becomes y minus 3 equals to minus 1 by 2 x minus 2. Cross multiply it 2 times y minus 3 equals to, right here, or in every step 2 times y minus 3 equals to minus 1 x minus 2. So 2y minus 6 equals to minus x plus 2. Or rearrange it, it will be x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. When it is positive, we have got one equation. Let's suppose the negative sign also. Taking negative sign. Okay, please go on continuing on the same on your copy. Okay, you don't need to write it on the other side. Since I don't have enough space here to continue here, I'm writing in the other side. So taking negative sign, it will be 1 equals to minus times 1 minus 3m2 by 3 plus m2. 1 minus 3m2 by 3 plus m2. I'm writing it from here. So further simplify it, it will be 3 plus m2 or 3 plus m2 equals to minus times minus 1 minus 3m2. So be careful while dealing with this question, because this minus sign may cost you some marks if you don't pay attention while solving this question. So minus times 1 minus 3m2. 3 plus m2 equals to minus times 1 is minus 1, minus times minus is plus 3m2, or m2 plus m2 minus 3m2, because this is plus 3m2. When it is shifted on the other side, it will be minus 3m2. Minus 2m2 equals to minus 4. m2 equals to minus 4 by minus 2, it will be 2. Okay, so when m2 equals to 2, we need to replace it again. We have replaced it earlier. Now we are going to replace it again. When m2 equals to 2, equation 1 becomes y minus 3 equals to 2 times x minus 2. We got it here, 2. So 2 times x minus 2, simplify it further. It will be 2x minus y minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so suppose 2x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0 भने CD को यो इक्वेसन हो, यो लाइन हो भने अब 2x minus y minus 1 equals to 0 भने चाहिँ यो लाइन हो कि यो ब्ल्याक लाइन छ नि, हेर त, यो ब्ल्याक लाइनले पनि 45 डिग्री यसै बनाउन सक्छ नि त हैन, सधैँ यतै बनाउनु पर्छ भन्ने छ र छैन नि त, अहिले यतापट्टि बनायो होला. ओके, सो इन सच क्वेसन यु क्यान ड्र द टु स्ट्रेट लाइन्स फिगर. त्यो क्वेसनमै तिमीले दुईटा, यो 2,3 बाट जाने, यो बाहेक अरु हुँदैन, यो दुईटा मात्र हुन्छ, यो बाहेक चाहिँ हुँदैन. 2,3 बाट जाने र दिएको लाइनसँग 45 डिग्री बनाउने, यता पनि बन्न सक्छ, यता पनि बन्न सक्छ. इट मे बी इन आइदर साइड हियर. Okay, 45 degree in this side or on this side. So 2x minus y minus 1 equals to 0. These are the two equations. Your CD को एउटा equation र CD को अर्को equation हो. So at last write, therefore required equation of lines are, straight lines are x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0 and 2x minus y minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, these are the two equations you need to find. So it will be a bit lengthier also. So you can expect it for 5 marks in your examination. Okay, please copy it first. I'll give you a parallel question to solve. I think we have few minutes only. Please copy it first. I'm going to go to the next question now. Okay, have you copied it or not? So the basic step is almost same here. We have got the value of m1, we got the value of m2, we suppose the passing point, and we got the equation m1 m2 passing point equation. It's already done, and we are we'll use the concept of the angle between the two lines to find the value of m2. Since already the m1 is already given there, we'll find the value of m2. यो अलिकति लेन्दी मात्र हो, त्यस्तो डिफिकल्ट चाहिँ छैन है. जस्ट ट्राई टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड. यो बुझ्यो भने चाहिँ खासै गाह्रो छैन, यो लेन्दी मात्र देखा हो यो. अनि यो क्याल्कुलेसन धेरै बिगार्छ धेरैले, यो क्याल्कुलेसन चाहिँ नबिगार्ने है. डोन्ट कमिट माइनर मिस्टेक्स. Most of you commit minor mistakes in your examination. So m2, after finding m2, you need to replace it in the equation here. Y minus 3 equals to m2 times x minus 2. यसमा यति replace गरे सकिहाल्यो. Okay, so basic step is m1 m2 passing point and then equation. It is done. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Find the equation of straight lines passing through the point 3 comma minus 2 and making an angle of 45 degree with 6x minus 7y minus 5 equals to 0. This is the question for your practice. यो तिम्रो प्र्याक्टिसको लागि यो पछि गर्ने. I have few more minutes only, so I'm not going to display the whole solution of this question. You can copy this and you can practice later. Okay, now please go through the question of your exercise book. Okay, I think I have covered every type of questions that are important from an exam point of view also, and from a concept point of view also. I have focused, I have touched every questions. Now it's up to you how much you practice. Okay, how many questions you practice, it's up to you. Okay, it doesn't matter how many questions you practice, whether you may practice 100 questions or 150 questions, but if you practice one question with a clear understanding, that will be more than sufficient for you. Just practice one question of one type and practice it for 3 to 4 times, at least 5 times. So I will provide the solution later. You can copy the solution later if you don't understand. Now you just copy the question and I'll go to the next slide. Okay, this is the assignment for you. Assignment number 1, find the equation of the altitude. I'll just give you the hint here, and I expect you to do these questions. Find the equation of altitude PQ drawn from vertex P to QR in triangle PQR with P 2,3, Q minus 4,1, R 2,0. Just see this question, don't copy it. I'll provide the slide. Suppose this is a triangle P 2,3, Q minus 4,1, and R is 2,0. The question is asking you to find the altitude. Okay, sorry, it must be PM. Okay, because Q is already here. Find the equation of the altitude PM. It means it must be perpendicular to the base. Otherwise, it may be we cannot say it directly a mistake. PQ is the right angle is the box. यस्तो यदि त्यसरी नै दियो भने चाहिँ यसरी बनाऊ है त. Most of the times it may be of a different way. यो सिधा बनाएर अनि बीचमा यसरी p ड्रा गरेको हुन्छ, तर यस्तो पनि हुन सक्छ क्वेशनमा. R 2,0. Okay, यो PQ को चाहिँ इक्वेसन निकाल्ने. How to find it? Find the slope of QR, that is M1. पहिला QR M1 निकाल्ने. कसरी निकाल्ने? QR को slope. And find M2 by using concept M1 into M2 equals to -1. Step number 3, passing point is already given here. Either you can use P. If it is of the same case, then you use either P or Q. Don't use current by passing point here. So use passing point M1 x1 comma y1. And step number 4 is y minus y1 equals to m2 times x minus x1. I hope you can solve this question. Okay, I am just giving the hint here. So next question, find the equation of perpendicular bisector of the line joining the 2 points. Please go through the earlier slide we discussed earlier. Here you need to find the equation of the diagonal of the square. Use the same concept as that of rhombus. Find the equation of straight line passing through 3, -2 as we discussed earlier for 45 degree. You can do it for 60 degree also. So I think we are running out of time. I'll provide the slide. Please do it as assignment. I'm going to end this class. Thank you, dear students. If you have any confusion, please let me know. I'll provide you the solution either by solving it or making a video for you, and you can see it in YouTube. Okay, please revise it and practice a lot. Thank you, dear students, for your participation. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Please join the other class.